welcome to Chair Yoga. My name is Debbie Mormon, and this class is brought to you by Family Care Health Centers in St. Louis. I'm just going to close this real quick. Bear with me. Welcome, and please remember to always listen to and respect your body, only moving in ways that feel safe or okay or comfortable in your body. No sharp or burning pain. If you experience anything like that, please stop doing whatever you're doing. And if a doctor has asked you not to move in a certain way, please listen to your doctor. Just because I say to do something doesn't mean you have to do it. So I think that's about it. Please feel free to modify this class in any way that you need or want to make it more accessible and comfortable in your body. We are going to be doing some wall salutations, sun salutations with the wall today, so please make sure you have a space at the wall where you can do that. All right, so let's take a minute to get centered. So just lower your gaze or close your eyes. Lengthen the spine, reach the crown of the head up as you allow the shoulders to relax down away from the ears. Lower your gaze or close your eyes. And just allow yourself to become fully present in your body. And allow your attention to land on the breath without any effort to manipulate it at this point. Just feel the air coming in through the nose and leaving the nose. Allowing the mind to quiet and to settle. And maybe take a minute to scan the body and just notice how your body's feeling today without any judgment or expectation. Noticing any places where you might be feeling discomfort or tightness or tension. Just noticing. And if you'd like to set an intention for your class today, now would be a great time to do that. So that's any quality or characteristic that you would like to be more present in your life. An example might be peace, determination, willpower, kindness. And then hold that intention close in your mind's eye throughout the practice. And we'll take 4 rounds of 4, 7, 8 breathings. So that's inhaling through the nose for a count of 4, holding the breath for a count of 7, and then exhaling slowly out the mouth for a count of 8. So the exhale is the longest, so make sure you exhale slowly. So go ahead and let your breath out. Take a slow inhale through the nose, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And exhale out the mouth, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale through the nose, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Exhale through the mouth, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2 more rounds like that. 4, 7, 8. And when you're finished, just resume normal breathing. It's not unusual if this 4, 7, 8 breathing is new to you. You might feel a little lightheaded. The more you do this, the less you'll feel that, and the more intensely you'll feel a sense of relaxation, deep relaxation. I encourage people to do 4-7-8 breathing twice a day, maybe once in the morning and once before going to bed. It can help you fall asleep, or if you wake up in the middle of the night and struggle with getting back to sleep, try that 4-7-8 breathing, see if it helps. All right, so blink open the eyes, come to sit on the front edge of your chair, and we're just going to point and flex our ankles. So we're just going to lift the right leg, point, flex, just loosening up the ankles, and then take some circles with that right ankle and circle the other direction. And release the right foot to the earth, lift the left knee, and point and flex the left foot. You can also do this with your foot on the earth, just pointing and flexing if lifting the knee is too much for you. I can't see my feet here, but that's okay. Point, flex, and then find your circles with the left ankle. And circle the other direction. And release the left foot. Let's take some shoulder shrugs. So on an inhale, bring the shoulders up by the ears. Everything's tense. And then on an exhale, let it all release. 2 more. Nice. Then let's take some shoulder rolls backwards. So the shoulders come forward, up, back, and down. Exploring the full range of motion in your shoulders. This is like giving yourself a little massage. And then reverse the circles to go forward. So the shoulders come back, up, forward, and down. One more. And just release, and just notice again the body, especially the shoulders and maybe the ankles, and just notice if any tension has been released or anything feels a little bit softer, even after just that little bit of movement. So let's take a side stretch. Inhale, both arms straight up by the ears, and on an exhale, the right hand finds the seat of the chair, and the left arm comes up and over, so it's a side bend to the right. Keep that left hip rooted to your chair. Breathing into the left side body as you reach the left ribs to the left side wall. Slow, deep, even breaths. And then inhale, both arms back up by the ears, and on an exhale, the left hand comes to the seat of the chair, and the right arm comes up and over. Keep the right hip rooted, right ribs reaching to the right side wall, and breathing fully and deeply. And on an inhale, both arms come up by the ears, and on an exhale, we release the arms down. We'll flow a little bit more with the arms, so go ahead and let them dangle by your hips. And on an inhale, they're going to come straight out in front, and then all the way up by the ears, the palms face forward. And then on an exhale, the arms reach straight out to the side and down by the hips. So inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Find your flow. Inhale, inhale, exhale, exhale. Couple more. Good. Release the arms, shake them out a little bit. And then we're just going to flow the arms out to the side and up and back down. And we're going to connect that, excuse me, connect that movement with our breath. So the hands are by our sides. And we're going to inhale both arms up by the ears. Maybe the palms touch, maybe not. And on an exhale, palms face down and we lower them back by our hips. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms lowered. Try to keep the arms strong and active here, if that feels okay. Kind of like they're moving through water. Couple more, you got it. Good. Again, shake those arms out. And then we're going to lift the right knee. And if the hands don't reach the knee, you can grab a belt or a strap, put it around the front of your knee, and allow that to help lift the knee. And we're going to make some circles either direction with that right knee just to warm up the hips a little bit here. Keep the spine long and straight, the low belly in, and circle the knee in the other direction. So now we're exploring that full range of motion in our hips. Good. Release the right leg, and we'll take it on the other side. So either the hands or your strap hold that left knee, and we make some circles in one direction. One hand or two, or your strap. Sending a little love to our hips. And reverse the circles. And release. Shake it all out, bounce the legs a little bit. And we'll do some chair sun salutations before we move to the wall to do some wall sun salutations. So again, we're seated towards the front edge of our chair, and we're going to inhale both arms up by the ears. And on an exhale, either the hands travel down the thighs to come to a forward fold. Maybe the elbows stay on the knees and the head hangs heavy. You do what works for you. And on an inhale, we're going to lift the right knee as we lift the torso upright. Hug the right knee into the chest. Release the right leg. Inhale for cow pose. So the shoulders draw together, the chin lifts, the back arches. And on an exhale, we take cat pose. Scoop out the belly, widen the shoulder blades, chin drops. And then again, come to your cow pose and fold all the way forward. Release the head. And then we'll bring the left knee up with us this time. Strong, straight spine. Hug the knee in. Release the left leg. Inhale for cow pose. Exhale for cat. Inhale for cow. And fold forward. Release the head. And then inhale, either the hands help lift the torso or the arms come out wide and all the way up. Palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. So that's our chair sun salutation, and we're going to do that 2 more times, connecting all those movements with our breath. If you're new to yoga, sometimes the breathing feels really challenging because you're focusing on trying to do the pose and do what I'm telling you to do. So if the breathing feels really hard for you right now, please just stick with it and make the effort. The breath will come as you become more familiar with the poses. All right, so let's inhale both arms up by the ears. Exhale, hinge at the waist to find your forward fold. Inhale, come on up with that right knee. Exhale, release the right knee. Inhale for cow pose. Exhale for cat. Inhale for cow and fold forward. Let the head drop. Inhale, come on up with that left knee. Hug it in, straight spine. Exhale, release the left knee. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale for cow and fold it forward. And then inhale, arms wide, flat back, or the hands help. Arms overhead, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. We'll take that sun salutation one more time. Inhale the arms up. Exhale your forward fold. Inhale, bring the right knee up with you. Exhale, release the right knee. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale for cow and fold it forward. Head releases. Inhale, come on up with the left knee. Exhale, release the left knee. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale for cow. Hinge forward to forward fold. And then inhale, hands help or arms go wide all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. And just take a minute, release the hands to the tops of the thighs, maybe lower the gaze or close the eyes. Again, checking in with our body, with our mind, with our spirit. Noticing all three things without judgment. Simply noticing and respecting whatever it is we're feeling. Nice. All right, so we're going to come on up and we're going to stand about arm width distance away from your wall. So these are our wall sun salutations. So we're going to inhale the arms up by the ears. On an exhale, the hands come forward. We step the feet back till we're in our downward facing dog with the wall. And we're more concerned about the length in the spine. The knees can be bent here if that feels better in your body. Good. And then on an inhale, we're going to step that right leg forward and we're going to bend into the right knee. And we don't want the right knee to come forward of our ankle. So we're in a lunge position here. Good. We're going to draw the right leg back to our downward facing dog with the wall. And then we're going to lower the hips, the hands stay forward. We're going to bend the elbows any amount, and maybe the belly drops or the hips drop for a little bit of a cobra. And then exhale back to downward facing dog with the wall. And then we'll take that lunge on the other side. So now the left foot steps forward. We bend into the left knee. We're up on those right toes. And draw the left foot back to down dog. Push off the wall. Inhale, arms overhead, palms touch. Exhale, hands to heart center. So that's our wall sun salutation. We're going to take two more like that. Again, connecting the movement with our breath. Inhale, arms up by the ears. Exhale, hands find the wall. Find your downward dog. Inhale, torso lifts, right foot steps forward, bend into that right knee. And on an exhale, step it back to down dog. Inhale, step the left foot forward, bend into the left knee. Actually, I skipped something, didn't I? That's okay, we'll do it now. Draw the left foot back. Bring the hips lower, take a little wall push up, maybe a little cobra, and exhale back to down dog. Inhale, push off the wall, the arms come up overhead, and exhale, hands to heart center. We'll take one more, you got it. Inhale, the arms up by the ears. Exhale, the hands find the wall for down dog. Inhale, lunge to the right. Exhale, back to down dog. Inhale, hips lower. Exhale, wall push up. Maybe inhale, cobra. Exhale, back to down dog. Inhale, lunge to the left. Exhale to down dog. Push off the wall. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Nice. Let's play with tree pose a little bit here. So I'm standing with my left hip to the chair, to the side of the chair, and we're gonna root down. So let's do this together. So plant the left foot, lift all 5 toes of the left foot, spread the toes wide, and then press the toes into the earth so you feel very rooted into that left foot. Find a little spot to stare at, a few feet on the floor in front of you. Bend the right knee and point the right knee to the right. And the right foot acts as a kickstand here. And maybe you play with your balance by lightening the pressure on your left hand. Maybe you bring the hands to prayer. Maybe you have the arms out like a tightrope walker. Maybe you take your arms up and over your head. Just play with your balance here. If you want more of a challenge, you can bring the sole of the right foot to the calf of the left leg. And again, play with your balance there. Or maybe the right foot comes to the left thigh and you play with your balance here. All trees are beautiful and perfect and lovely. So whatever version of tree pose you're in, it's wonderful and beautiful. And trees fall over, so if you fall out as you play with tree pose, just try to get right back in, but focus on your drishti, your little spot on the floor in front of you, and hold the belly in. Draw everything to the midline. Those things will all help your balance as well. But all the wiggles and wobbles and falls build our strength and increase our focus. So falling out of tree pose is a good thing. Good. Release the right foot wherever it is. Draw the right knee forward and lower it all the way down to the floor. And we'll take that on the other side. So now my right hip is facing the side of the chair. I'm going to do the same thing. Press through the balls of your toes, balls of your feet. Lift all 5 toes on the right foot, spread them out, and then press them down into the floor. Find your spot to stare at. Left knee bends. And the left foot is either kickstand, calf, or thigh. They're all wonderful and perfect. Remember, we have no expectations, no competition, and no judgment. Find whatever works for you with your arms. And keep getting back into your tree pose if you fall out. Tree pose is great for focus and sort of resetting the brain, because it's really hard to think about your to-do list when you're trying not to fall over. So if you ever need a quick reset for your brain, play with doing tree pose. Do it in your office, no one's gonna care. Good, release the left foot from wherever it is, bring the left knee forward and lower the right or left foot down. And we'll come back to sit in our chair. We'll do another side bend. So we're gonna take the knees this time to a wide angle and the toes are in line with the knees. And we're gonna bring the right forearm to the right knee. And we're gonna inhale that left arm up and all the way over by our left ear, feeling a big stretch all along the left side body. Left hip is rooted to the chair and we're breathing. So the gaze can be down at the right foot, straight ahead, or up under the left arm, whichever feels best in your neck. And breathe. And on an inhale, we'll come all the way up, left arm lowers. And we'll even out our side bodies. So now the left forearm comes to the left knee. The right hand sweeps up and over by the right ear. Right hips planted to the seat of the chair. We're breathing into the right side body. Remember, gaze down, forward, or up under the right arm. Your choice. Slow, deep, even breaths. And inhale, rise it all back up. Walk the legs back to about hip width distance apart. And we'll take a little twist here. So let's inhale both arms up by the ears. And on an exhale, we're gonna twist right. So the left hand comes to the outside of the right knee. Right hand maybe reaches back for the back of the chair or your hip, whichever works. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, maybe you deepen your twist a little bit more. Again, paying attention to your neck. Does it feel okay to look over the right shoulder, or maybe better to look straight ahead or to the side? And breathe. If you're not able to get a good full deep breath here, back out of the twist a little bit. We want you to keep with your full breath. Good. On your next exhale, release out of the twist. We're facing forward, and we'll take it on the other side. So we're going to inhale both arms up by the ears, and on an exhale, we're going to twist to the left. So right hand to the outside of the left knee, left hand to the left hip or the back of the chair. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, twist. Figure out where your gaze feels best in your neck. Maybe call to mind your intention. And on your next exhale, untwist. We're facing forward. Our last pose before Shavasana is going to be figure 4. So option to bring the right ankle to the top of the left knee. If that's not going to work in your body, simply cross the right ankle over the left ankle. We're just trying to bring some stretch and sensation into the right hip. If the right ankle is up on the left knee, flex the right foot, so drawing the toes towards your right knee. Inhale, lengthen the spine, feel both sit bones rooted into the chair. Maybe some gentle, and I do mean gentle, pressure down on the right knee. See if that intensifies the stretch in the right hip. And breathe. Option to stay just like this. If you want more, you can come to a little bit of a forward fold. So maybe the elbows come to the right ankle and the right knee, and the head hangs heavy here. Or even more would be the torso draped. But don't get any attachment to how far forward you come here. Even if you're upright, if you simply drop the chin to the chest, you'll likely feel an intensifying of that stretch in the right hip. Keep the right foot flexed to protect the right knee. Good. Wherever you are, you can use the hands to help lift you up if you're folded forward. And we'll uncross the right leg, and we'll take that on the other side. So either the left ankle crosses over the right ankle, or the left ankle crosses over the right knee. Left foot is flexed, spine long and straight, shoulders relaxed down. Stay here, or maybe some gentle pressure. Everybody's body is different, so I'm just offering options to try to accommodate everybody's bodies. Good. Stay upright. Maybe you just lower your chin here. That's perfect. Or maybe the elbows come to the knee and the ankle, and you hang out here. Or the torso drops. Relax the jaw, relax the space between your eyebrows. And lift the torso back upright. Uncross your left leg. And we'll settle in for Shavasana. So either seated in your chair with your back resting against the backrest, maybe the palms flip up. You can lie on the floor, you can lie on your bed, the couch, put your hands on your desk and lower your head, whatever works. So just take a minute to wiggle and fidget. Lower your gaze or close your eyes. And give yourself permission to completely surrender here. Allowing the effects of this short class to integrate into the body. And I have a short reading stolen from Gina Caputo, one of my favorite yoga teachers ever. And this is from one of her weekly newsletters that she sends out. And she writes this: "Something is happening to me as I age, and I hope it happens to you too. I'm becoming less of a perfectionist and more of a scientist. And believe me, perfectionism isn't a habit you kick overnight, but I'm noticing that I'm more and more okay with experimenting and having no guarantee something is going to go as planned or even work out at all. The trouble with perfectionism is that we tend to play it too safe, attached to the idea that we can control the narrative others have about us and our offerings. We only grow incrementally. We manage risks to the degree that we never test our edges, nor forge a path into uncharted territory. We tend to follow the already proven formulas rather than blow things up while testing something new. I feel like aging has something to do with this change because you accumulate the experiential wisdom that you can never control the narrative others have about you. So you finally just say screw it and do what inspires you. Or you realize that they're not even thinking about you as much as you think they are. And you start to get a stronger sense that your time is not unlimited and you want the satisfaction of having truly lived without the oppressive weight of trying to please everyone. Turn your life into a laboratory. Experiment more. Blow things up. Concoct magic. We'll have a minute or two of silence and then I'll cue you out. And softly begin to deepen your breath. Bring some small movement to your fingers and your toes. And then reach the arms up by the ears, the legs out in front. Give yourself a big stretch in both directions. Really reach. And then let it all soften back down. If you're on the floor or on your bed, bring yourself up to an easy seated position. And we'll all press our palms together in front of our heart center as our gesture of closing this sacred time that you made for yourself, that we shared together. Take one more moment to scan the body, noticing without judgment or expectation how the body feels now as compared to a half hour ago. And then call to mind again your intention that you set at the beginning of the class and invite that quality to manifest itself in your life as you move through the rest of this week. My soul honors your soul. I commend the place in you where the Spirit resides. I admire the place in you that is of love, light, truth, and peace. Because it's also within me, and in sharing these things, we are united. We are one. Namaste. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed today's class, and I will look forward to seeing you next time. Be good to yourselves.